Hey everyone, today we are doing something really cool and it's gonna be called Dear Cameron. There are a lot of people that have interesting questions about love, relationship, and other things, and they want to always hear my take on it. So I'm gonna be going through and answering some questions from some fans. The first question, this is a personal one. How many girlfriends have you had? I have had one official girlfriend. That was my junior year. Her name was Jasmine Gonzalez. Went to Chino High School. We talked for 4 months and went out for 3. And the reason why we broke up was because we just we didn't like grow apart as people. Like, it was only 7 months, but like we just realized that we were better off as friends, and that's that. The second one, and this is one that a lot of people really have in mind when they meet me, and a lot of girls will ask me this or assume that I do this. Have you ever cheated on someone? And the answer is no. I have never cheated on anyone. I've only had one girlfriend. On top of that, like, it's just not something I would do. It's kind of offensive that people like assume that I'm like that type. How's your love life, Cameron? Well, not that it's anyone's business, but my love life is kind of chill. I'm more so working on like self-improvement and working on, you know, like expanding myself and learning more about myself and understanding who I am and getting to know what I'm about. I feel like for my love life, before I love someone else, I really need to experience who I am. I'm only 22, so I'm still learning about myself.
You're standing on my head! Alright, let's go. Okay.
What age do you think is too young to have your first kiss? Now, a lot of people go back and forth depending on how you're raised, depending on a million different things: religion, parents, your own beliefs, your own wants, your own needs. I think I got my first kiss when I was young. I'm not sure. I remember I was in like 3rd grade, and this girl, she handed me this little tiny notepad that she had, and it said, do you want to kiss? I literally took it, I flipped the page over, and I wrote no all over it, and then I wrote one little tiny yes. And basically, I'm not sure if we kissed after that or if I told her I liked her, but there's a little story for you. What should I wear to go bowling for the first time with my crush? Most likely you're gonna end up switching your shoes out, so I wouldn't worry too much about your shoes. You're gonna have different shoes on and they're gonna be goofy the whole time. What would be cool is if you told the person you're going bowling with is saying, hey, you want to dress up for a certain thing. Like, my sister just had a bowling birthday party and we all dressed up in like neon, because it was like one of those bowling alleys where you go at night, they turn on the neon lights and everyone like starts glowing. Me as a guy, I don't really think too much as like, oh, what is she wearing when we're going bowling? She has to wear something cool. It's more so like, I'm thinking, what conversations can we start? Like, how is this gonna play out? More so than what you're wearing, so I wouldn't think too much about it. What's the best way to get a guy to notice you in school? A lot of times, like, guys are oblivious to the signs that you give them. Like, for me, for someone to come to me and be like, hey, and for me to like notice them, it would literally be that, like, come up to me and be like, hey, what's up? I'm so-and-so. And it's like, oh, hey. And kind of just start basic conversation and just see where that goes. Is it okay to break up over text? No. I don't think it is okay to break up over text. I'm more so of an in-person type, and I think conversation can be misread over text, and the context of it can be misinterpreted. So I like to be in person. I like to be able to feel how they're saying it. When you break up with someone, you don't want it to be a bad breakup. At the end of the day, you always want a clean and good breakup. I know there's a lot of situations where it's like someone did something horrible or you did something horrible and there's no way it could be like recovered, but if you decide like, oh, we just want to be friends, I think there's a way to kind of do it the right way and to do it in person. So I would definitely say it's not okay to break up over text, or even worse, email. Just because, like, who emails? That's weird. I think a friend of mine is secretly hooking up with my boyfriend. This is one of those cases, you guys, where I would like to know like a little bit more information, and you guys can let me know down in the comments below, like, he did this and she did this, and that's why I'm assuming that they're hooking up, because as of right now, it could be that they're hooking up. It could be an insecurity that you have. It could be just that it might seem like that and nothing really is going on. What is the best place to meet someone for a first date? Once again, guys, keep it simple. It's not a big deal. If you wanted to go meet up at the person's house and go walk around, do it. If you want to go to the skate park, do it. If you want to go to the movies, cool. If you want to go go-karting, awesome. I wouldn't necessarily say there is a best place to meet up, but there are definitely cool places to go. Maybe like the batting cages. That's kind of cool. Cause like you like show some vulnerability if you suck at softball, and on top of that, like maybe the person can help you play if they're good, or maybe you can help them, or maybe you're both good and you guys get competitive with it. Or you can go to like one of those like self-cook restaurants. I don't know, you can go to Color Me Mine and color something and see how creative the person gets. Or maybe you want to just go get ice cream. Keep it simple. Go to the mall and just like chill, walk around, people watch together. There's a million different things you can do. It's really just about what you like and how creative you are. It's not necessarily that there's a best place. It's about making the place or the thing that you do the best thing. Do you think jealousy is always good? I think for me personally, like I remember when I was young, I always thought like, oh, like if a girl's jealous, that shows that like they're always into me, and like I feel like I sought that out just to comfort myself. But at the same time, that's wrong, because you don't want to constantly be thinking like, oh, I want them to be jealous, or like that's just not healthy. I think for me, I would rather me be okay and take the chance of like I'm not gonna assume anything's going on. But I feel like it's always good to give the person like the benefit of the doubt until they do something. That's when you're like, okay. But jealousy is tricky because people are naturally just gonna get jealous, and it's just something that you have to work on, and also communicate with the other person. Like I feel like communication is big when it comes to jealousy. Like if you get jealous when they talk to someone, like communicate that, and maybe they can let you in on some insight, like, oh, maybe they don't think that way towards that person, and they just want to be cool with your best friend because, and it looks like they're flirting, but they want to be cool because that's your best friend, and they want to make sure that they have a relationship with them, so when you guys all hang out together, it's not like weird. Those were the questions for today. If you guys have any other questions, comment them down below. I want to know kind of like what you guys are thinking, what's going on, what the situation is. I'm here for you guys. I'm ready to answer them. Let me know what you thought of my answers for this one. Let's make a discussion right now, because I would love to see what you guys thought about my answers right now. Give it a thumbs up if it kind of answered some of your questions, or if it gave you a little bit of insight. Anyways, peace out. Have a good day. Bye-bye.